Welcome once again to the Hall of Fame interview series. And we have today with us Dr. Shivachand. He is a pediatrician and his interest is in critical care of pediatrics. And he has his own hospital called Vatsalya Children and Multi-Specialty in the Ramchandrapuram in the Konaseema district of Andhra Pradesh. And he also had an initial part of his private practice. He joined the Dr. Brennan Academy and he was benefited by the courses and the talk and discussions and community of the Dr. Brennan Academy. Let us hear from him how has been his journey, now has it been the response or experience with Dr. Brennan Academy. Congratulations, Shivachand. Once again,
thank you, sir.
Thank you, and thank you for joining, and congratulations for getting the Hall of Fame interview. This is the Hall of Fame interview for the audience. It is actually we take the interview of the very persistent and hardworking doctors who have actually achieved something in their life substantially, whether it is an online or offline regime, and some people who have started their own hospital without any background. So congratulations, Shivachand. How has been your journey since the MBBS times? How did you start?
Yes, I did my MBBS and post-graduation from Karnataka, Chitradurga, Bashveshwara Medical College. After that, I came back to my own place, native place, and I started working in a private hospital, sir.
Right.
For 2 months, I worked there. Because of some ideological differences or protocol differences, whatever it may be, I came out of that institute.
Okay.
And I joined the Doctorpreneur Academy. And before also, I want to become an entrepreneur from first. I don't want to work in some corporate hospital or somewhere, sir, from first. The ideology is there, but I thought of working for 2-3 years in some private hospital. After that, later I would start my own setup.
Right.
But after 2 months, I thought joining the Doctorpreneur Academy, I thought why to waste time, like from first only we will create our patient base. So I came out of that and I started my own hospital, small clinic I started, sir.
Yeah.
In small place like with 400 SFT, I started a small clinic.
And we had a talk also.
Yes, sir. I had a talk before that, sir. Actually, I thought of coming the institute and I want to start directly a big setup.
Right.
But I don't have any financial backup, so I talked to you initially, and I told the financial things and all. Then you told like if you install big machines, like if you bring better ventilators, better equipment, also it is difficult to run because we don't have any patient base initially.
Yes.
So the operating cost of the hospitals will be very high. So for matching that one, we don't have any patient base. If we start directly, it will become very difficult.
Yeah.
And you told me that missions won't bring patients.
Yeah.
So then I took a small space for rent. So I started a small clinic, sir. I used to get around, initially I don't used to get even one patient also.
Mm-hmm.
That place is like 1 kilometer from my house. I use 1 hour from my house. I used to travel daily 1 hour up and down. I used to waste 2 hours in traveling. I never used to get one patient, 2 patients also never used to get, sir. Okay. Initially I used to get 1 patient, 2 patients because I started like 1 day before the lockdown, second lockdown.
Okay.
So I started on May 3rd. From May 4th, it is second lockdown.
Yeah.
So I used to get only 1 patient, 2 patients a day.
Yeah.
Because like in that COVID, pediatrics was very less affected. So we don't have any huge number of patients. Like we used to get 1 or 2, that too occasionally.
Yes, very true.
After that, I used to do freelancing, sir, because so many senior pediatricians are not practicing during COVID times. So I used to visit their hospitals for seeing few OP. Or after 1 year, after starting my clinic, actually I started to see whether the market is sufficient to start an ICU setup because I'm practicing in a very small place, sir. This is a small town of 50,000 population only. Mm-hmm. So I do market study like whether the ICU will be feasible in this area or not. Because in starting an ICU in rural areas, it will be very difficult. Even it is a small town, we can consider it as rural only, sir.
Detailed project report, DPR templates and the feasibility templates used in from the academy.
Yes, sir. I do. All those are helpful, sir. Yeah. Like equipment planning and all, they are helpful, sir, actually. In that, like you told to make a note of really necessary equipment, good to have.
Good to have and must have.
Like that, you 3 categories: must have, good to have, like that. So based on that, I initially planned the project, sir. I only made the complete project report, sir. Okay. Only for productions only I went for Saturday.
For the audience that we have in our academy, we have given the template for detailed project report and the feasibility report. And we have seen that so many doctors have made it on their own without any help, little help from the CA. and it is done. Banking experience for a
Sir.
loan and MSME.
Yes, sir. Banking experience, like I don't have any properties for giving security, sir.
Yeah.
I went to bank manager. They used to tell like they will give only equipment loan without security initially.
Right.
They told like they will give around 30-35 lakhs loan. But
Right.
my project is of 95 lakhs cost, sir.
Okay.
They told they can't provide for civil work and all. Without security, they told maximum they can give 50 lakhs after that. Like I used to meet him, like because of I don't have security, they told they are reluctant to give the loan.
Right.
Because I don't have security and don't have proper IT returns also, because my IT returns before that was below 5 lakhs, because
Right.
I'm a fresh graduate. I
Yeah.
used to file the returns from my post graduation days also, sir, actually. Because I have this entrepreneur idea from before, but I want to start 2 years later after my post graduation. So I used to file based on my stipends only. I used to file my returns. Actually, we need 3 years IT returns to start get the loan.
Yeah.
After that, I had in inner circle. I think you conducted a meeting with Bank of Baroda people previously for MSME loans.
Yeah.
So based on that, after that, hearing that one, I went to Bank of Baroda manager. I used to meet him daily, sir, because I don't have any proper securities. They are reluctant to give initially.
Okay.
Because you cannot believe some person just like that and you can give 50 lakhs loan without any security and all. They used to ask at least give 25% collateral. I don't have that 25% collateral also.
Yeah.
So I used to meet him daily for 1.5 months. And I used to convince him. He used to ask how many patients you are getting in clinic. I used to tell 10 to 15 only, sir, I'm getting. Then if you get 15 patients also, 3,000 rupees per day you will get. How you will repay the loan like that? How you can pay 1 lakh? I will used to ask.
Yeah.
Then I told like OP practice will be different, IP practice will be different. I will do intensive care. I'll take ventilators. I will do intensive care and all. I told him.
Yeah.
Then somehow after 1 month he got convinced and somehow he gave the loan, sir.
So you persisted for 1 month and with perseverance, purity, and patience. You have proven that what we say is true.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Almost for 1 month, every day I used to go, sir, except bank holiday days. Every day I go to him.
So till they did not budge, you followed them and just made them give. Right? So this proves that if you have a good mission and good vision, true to your purpose, then universe help you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
After that, like my project cost is around 95 lakhs. I had only 1 to 2 lakhs rupees money with at that time.
Okay.
Remaining 40 lakhs, I took loan from my father, like my friends, family, friends, cousins, and all. I took another 40 lakhs loan.
Okay.
And loans. And after that, I started, sir, by within 1.5 month only, my practice was picked up, sir. Like from 10 to 15 patients, I reached 50 patients in 1.5 month only.
Fantastic. What did this magic? 15 to 50, how did it happen?
Actually, sir, during the opening of the hospital only, I met a lot of political people who were influential in the local area.
Right.
Like ward members, panchayati presidents and all I used to meet. Like we invited everyone, sir. Like who is in touch with public, we invited everyone to the opening of the hospital. And we showed our equipment to the people, like who are the eminent people in the local area.
Yeah.
We showed them the equipment. We explained about the equipment, which was not there previously in this area. And about the ICU facilities and the availability. Actually, my consultants used to tell my PG days, like for private practice, only 3 things will be there to get a successful private practice. 1 is the availability, 2 is behavior, 3 is clinical skills.
Wow.
If you are available, if your success is half, you get half of your success already. So in my area, there are senior consultants, but they are not available 24/7. So I thought that if I'm available for 24/7, like in pediatrics, like most of the times you'll get emergencies during midnight only.
Right.
So I'm available for 24/7 for all emergency cases.
Okay.
So and opening of the hospital only, I met a lot of people who have contact with the public.
Okay.
So that they can tell the public, so why you are going to cities and you are spending so much of money. I'm doing for 8,000 per case for ventilator, including everything.
Okay.
Breaking even also I'm doing because I need not to pay anyone, because I am the sole doctor handling the hospital right now. And people also should get to know that these things can be done in small places also. Bigger things can be done in smaller places also. So I'm the first person to introduce ICU care to Ramchandrapuram, sir.
So Ramchandrapuram, your setup must be the biggest one.
Sir, actually my setup look-wise, it was small, sir. I took around 4,000 square feet area in a multi-storied building, sir. I took 1 floor in a multi-storied building, but look-wise it was a small setup, but equipment-wise I had everything for level 3 and ICU, sir.
Okay. Very good.
Piano, I have everything for level 3 and ICU. Okay. So I invested a lot of money on equipments only, sir, but I didn't invested much on infrastructure.
That is what we covered in the academy also. Marbles in the flooring, You need good ventilators.
Yes, sir. Like flooring and all, like I did the civil work. I took the building for lease for 8 years, and I
8 years.
do the civil. Did the civil work for 13 lakhs, sir. Actually, I did only few things. Like he get a fire license and only fire license part he did, sir. Remaining interior parts and all everything we only get it done. I invested around 13 lakh.
How long did it take for the
So
initial part for the getting of that place and starting? How much time did it take?
it took almost 6 months, sir. 6 to 7 months it took.
If you had bought a
For
land and
searching the place only it took around 1 to 2 months. I searched the place only, sir.
extensive
For
research,
getting a proper.
extensive market research you did.
Actually, I didn't do extensive marketing, sir. From
Market
only I
research,
did.
market research.
Market research I did, sir. I did for around 1 year, sir.
How do you do the market research? Please tell for our audience.
Sir, when we get the patient from other doctors also, we'll get the prescriptions and we'll see the requirements. We'll get the reviews from the patients. And we'll see the other hospital facilities also, whether they are giving 24/7 care, whether they are doing intensive care. And all I saw for that one, but no one is doing proper like aggressive intensive care. Because old practitioners, they have good OP practice only. Then doing intensive care, especially in pediatrics, that too in rural area, is very high risk for the doctors itself.
Very challenging also.
Very challenging, sir. If one death happens also, it will be very difficult. But if you are treating the sick, obviously mortality will be there.
So how do you handle that part? Patient explanation, or how do you handle that critical part?
Critical part, actually, sir, what I used to do is I visit almost 6 to 7 times a day, sir. Actually, death happened in my hospital also. Around 5 mortalities are there in last 1 year, 4 months. I did almost 400 critical cases, sir. In that, are extremely sick.
From 500, 400, 5 mortality, right?
Yes, sir. 400. In that, 100 are really sick.
Okay. That is a very, very good result. Almost comparable to what we have in the big city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a mortality of 5 cases out of 400 admissions in last 1 year, sir. In that, 100 are really sick cases, like very bad cases I did. In that, I had a mortality of 5, but patients never reacted till now. Luckily or by God's grace, no one reacted aggressively, sir, till now. Because I used to visit around 5 sir.
Good
Communication, proper consent. Yes, sir. I'll take video consent from every patient.
Okay.
For all ICU admissions, I'll take video consent, sir. And I'll talk to them regularly. I will visit around 6 to 8 visits per day. Whenever I visit, I used to talk to sick patient around 15 to 20 minutes. Patient attenders, I will explain the condition and all. So based on that, like they will believe me, actually. If you spend time with them, they will think that like, okay, doctor is very careful in handling our case. He's not neglecting the case.
You invest your time also.
Yes, sir. We have to invest, and like if we get the confidence, if they got the confidence, then they will obviously stay back actually with us. Initially, they are very reluctant to get admitted only, sir, because they will think that only ICU cases can be done only in bigger cities only, not in peripheries. So
what happened? Why did you come to this small town, and why did you go in a big city?
Actually, I am from another city, sir. Actually, I am from Kakinada. That place is like 40 kilometers from this place. That is a bigger place. That is a district headquarters, actually. That has a huge patient load, like including Medicover, Apollo hospitals, everything, like a very bigger setups are there. Corporates are also there.
Right.
But there also pediatrics is a neglected branch are there also. Actually, they thought that pediatrics don't have much money. Actually, pediatrics, when compared to adult, money will be less only, sir. So corporates are not concentrating. But then also I want to start there only. But initially I have capital problem. So if I start in bigger places without I don't have capital, how can I run the hospital? For monthly expenses also, I have to take loan for monthly expenses there in bigger cities.
Right.
So I dropped the plan of starting hospital in bigger cities actually. So I came to this place, which is like 40 kilometers from my place. So I started here because this is a small place. At least I can break even with the OPDs and simple admissions. I can break even, I thought.
Yeah.
At least I can maintain the hospital by monthly expenses I will get. So I started in the small place actually.
Yeah.
Actually, in the bigger place also, there is a huge necessity of pediatric intensive care services. And most of the corporates are not starting, sir, except Rainbow and very few hospitals. Many are not concentrating on pediatric ICUs and NICUs.
And how had been your experience with your other competitors? How did you take care of the competition, or there is no competition?
Actually, in rural, this place, actually there are 3 pediatricians other than.
Okay.
But as I'm available 24/7.
It gives differentiation.
Differentiation means the main differentiation will be availability of the doctor.
Availability, absolutely.
Availability will be the main difference, sir. Actually, if they can come to, and like if the patient got the confidence, like if I go at any time, the doctor will be available, means we can break the market, sir, actually. Because ours is a service-oriented department, we have to give the service in the odd times also. So with that thing only, I break this market, sir, actually.
So do you have any marketing thing you did, physical or digital?
Actually, post starting of the hospital, post launch of the hospital, I didn't do much marketing, sir, actually. I did few marketing things, like I used to distribute pens for the kids in the schools with hospital name and phone numbers.
Okay.
So if I give the pamphlet and all, like they won't read it and they will throw that pamphlets also.
Yeah.
So I printed the name of the hospital on pens and with phone number on the pen, like branding, pen branding, sir, actually.
Okay.
I distributed in the local schools.
Okay, that is
I went and talked to the respective school principals, and I told, like, I started in hospital, pediatric hospital. I want to give pens to the kids, I told, and they accepted.
fantastic.
And I gave around 20,000 pens. I got branded and I distributed to school children.
20,000.
Because like they are like targeted marketing, sir, actually.
Okay, very interesting. This is
Pamphlets and all, no one will read in these days. Sir, pamphlet also will cost around 70 to 80 paisa per pamphlet printing and all, and for distribution another 50 paisa. For pen branding, it will start around from 3 rupees, 3-4 rupees only. Pen branding will start. At least they will keep the pen for 3-4 days also, at least with them.
absolutely.
At least our hospital name will be recognized. It will be recorded in their mind at least.
So, what is your message to the young doctors who are actually just finishing their practice? Can they start immediately their practice?
They can start the practice immediately if they're confident of treating any case and every case. Like they can start their practice directly after from the college. For 5-6 months, they have to do the market study. If the market is feasible, they can directly launch. Like they can start small clinic for 1 or 2 years. If they thought that like they can get the monthly expenses, they can start off. Actually, when I'm used to do freelancing, I used to get hardly 50,000-60,000 rupees a month. When I started my hospital, according to my calculations, it will be like around 3 lakhs monthly expenses. I have to bear minimum 3 lakhs per month.
Right.
But except first 1.5 month, for every month from second month onwards, I used to get that money.
Break even, right?
Sir, break even. I used to get from second month on. I used to get the break even.
Basically, you had very innovative ways of marketing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Actually, after launch of my hospital, I didn't do much marketing, sir. Actually, but somehow I'm getting the patient.
No, you have networked very nicely, and you have approached the hospital, the schools. That is also a very, very good initiative, and the pen thing has been really innovative. I mean, this thing is very true that if you give pens, then it will remain with the person for 2-3 days at least before they lose them.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. And
so
you
that
have
at least
given a good service to all these people.
Yes, sir. Like it will be at least recorded in their mind, at least Vatsalya word, it will be, at least it will be recorded in their mind, even if they come or don't come. At least it will be recorded in their minds.
So how has been your journey in Dr. Pranger Academy? What all advantages you got?
Sir, it was fine, sir. Actually, initially I used to follow Dr. Pranger all videos, sir. But after starting of this hospital, like it become hectic and I'm not following recently. Actually, in between I'm seeing the videos like AI and all, like important topics I'm seeing, sir. Because we are not getting proper time.
That is all right. And you have to work, and that is the primary thing you are responsible for.
Yes, sir. But initially I took a lot of advantage. Like before I had an idea of starting in hospital, I had a superficial idea. Like we have to get permission from fire, but we don't know like what are the fire norms exactly and all. We don't know. They used to tell like 10 lakhs it will take for fire only, like that they used to tell. But we don't know how many sprinklers, like how many hoses, like what is the tank capacity and all. We don't know. But these like that mediators will obviously they want to get more money, so they will tell like many things to be done. Like sprinklers they want to do everywhere, like they will tell like every room 1 or 2, like that they used to tell more than required, sir. Right. And they want to increase that cost. And initially like we didn't bought any hi-fi things. Slowly like initially I bought like 4 monitors. After that after I'm getting the patients, I bought another 4 monitors. Like that I used to increase my equipment level also. So you have gone stepwise in the expenses and stepwise in the practice also. It is a very correct way of doing it, because you have to make a base of your patients. You have to have your own indoor and OPD, and that is when you can actually get the more patient in IPD. So what is one thing you want to take home as a message for the people who are listening to the
interview?
Actually, after completion of our post graduation, sir, if we are confident of handling the patients independently, means we can directly start our practice. We have to start a small clinic and we can do the market study. So, like before starting a big hospital, like right now, I'm running a 20-bed hospital. So, before starting a big hospital, at least run the clinic for 6 months to 1 year, so that at least you will have some patient base. So that even if you start the hospital without much capital and all, there will be no financial crunches.
Right.
Because running a clinic will be like hardly it will take around 20 to 30,000 expenses per month. When you start a hospital, at least you have to give 3 to 4 lakhs you have to spend on the hospital every month.
So if you are running a small setup, if you are running a
yes,
setup of 10 to 20 beds, and what are the skills that you require other than your medical studies? Some things you learn in medical studies, but running a setup is entirely different. So how that is different?
Actually, sir, we are training the staff itself will take off a lot of time actually initially.
Right.
Because we won't get the staff who are qualified in intensive care, and if you want to take someone who are very much qualified in intensive care, we have to pay them a lot initially. That will be difficult, because if you are paying a good nursing staff 20,000 a month, but you can't get that money return.
Right.
Rural setups, or so I used to take the fresh nursing staff for like who are having 1 or 2 years experience. I took them and I trained them in everything, like from how to handle the equipment, from sterilization to how to handle the equipment. I trained them. And right now, actually, I am running sole proprietorship. That's why it is becoming difficult. Actually, I have to see both administration part, and we have to see the pharmacy thing also, because there will be lot of leaks in pharmacy.
Right.
Actually, I lost a lot of money in pharmacy, sir. Around 3 lakhs I lost in last 6 months in pharmacy.
You have to get a new good pharmacist, or you have to get the thing in shape in that. You have to make a good company structure.
Yes, sir. Yes. Because my hospital structure is not at till now it is not organized properly.
Yes.
Because immediately after starting only, I didn't expect it this much flow I will get within like 1 month, 2 months. I thought I will start it in a phase-wise manner.
Yeah,
But
that is good. You are
that, I didn't
successful.
got any time only, sir.
Patients
To
want you,
stabilize that.
people want you, and everybody from your area are very happy with your work.
Yes, sir. So I have to stabilize this one's a staff thing and HR thing. I have to stabilize it. I have to hire more people to stabilize the things actually. Before I used to do very less staff based on them only we used to run. But right now I am recruiting more people. Like more than required, I used to hire at least 20% more staff than required.
And then how you are training them yourself?
Yes, sir. As a nursing staff, I am only training, sir. Everything I'm only training them actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm a sole doctor actually. I don't have any doctors also, sir, actually.
You do one thing when you are training them, whatever is your training, you record it.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
On a video recording, just by a simple phone, you can record it, because they will keep coming, and you will not be able to train them every time. So some of them you can say, if you watch this video, then I'll teach you.
Yes.
That much effort you don't have to put every time.
Yes, sir.
So you will have a repository of the training material also. That training material you can give to other staff also.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Like based on bedside training only used to do, sir. If there is a warmer, I'll tell like how to on the warmer, like modes of the warmer, like what is the temperature we have to keep. Like
so
that
you
syringe
can
pump.
make fantastic videos out of that. How to use the ventilator, how to do the humidifier, how to change the tubings, how to change the catheters and all those things.
Yes, sir.
Maybe there are simple things, but that will go a long way to.
Like in between only while I'm in the like doing bedside clinicals, how they teach us, like that only I'm teaching, sir, actually.
Yeah.
Not like in a proper way, like taking class for hours and all. I used to teach like 10-15 minutes only.
Yes.
Because if you tell a lot of things in a same day, they will forget everything.
They will forget, yes. So very good, very interesting. It has been a great talk with you, and because people who are really committed like you and you are true to your purpose, you got all the odds in your favor. It's been a significant journey for yourself, and people who are listening to this interview will be inspired by the journey that you had. But we feel that you will have a much better future, and you will definitely open a good hospital in your town place, wherever you are belonging. You will have one more hospital there.
Thanks.
Yeah, so great. So for the audience, if you want to know about Krishanji, we will give you his links and mentions. You can contact him and take guidance from him in pediatric section of any other general hospital. And if you want to understand how he helped him and how did the academy help him, there is a link below. You can click the link and watch the webinar and join the academy. Great. Thank you, Shazmi. Thank you.
Thanks.